Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's Nemesis. For those of y'all watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice custom-made and tailor-fitted to your situation, make sure you book a session. Also, make sure if you don't see a day or time that's desirable, make sure y'all send me an email. The email is also in the description. If y'all want to donate to the channel, the link is also in the description. My latest single, Love Machine, it is out on all platforms. It is a upbeat pop song, and it's also available here on the channel. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out and leave me some feedback and let me know what you guys think. Today, I want to talk to y'all about narcissists target your strengths. Anything that makes you distinct, anything that makes you strong, anything that makes you unique, any talent that you have, any strength, they will attack it and convince you that you're not that good. Let's say you're a singer or something like that. The narcissist will say things like, oh, well, you should give that up. Aren't you a little too old to be pursuing that? Or, nah, I've heard better, and I think you would do better doing this. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a such thing as constructive criticism. Everybody who criticizes you is not a fucking narcissist. But you will notice a pattern. Anytime you're supposed to be celebrated, whatever your celebration is about, it will be watered down. It will be diluted. It will become not so big in their eyes. You can just got a promotion at your job, and they will literally say, oh, well, everything isn't about money, or don't you think you're going to be working a little too hard, or, you know, how are you going to have time for me, and X, Y, and Z. And some of these are, you know, normal questions, but to the extent that every time you accomplish something, it gets watered down, or they'll ruin a special occasion. Let's say you're supposed to receive an award or give a speech, or you have a special dinner in celebration and honor of what you accomplished. They will start an argument that night. They will start an argument that day, that morning, so that your whole day is messed up, so that all that's on your mind is the argument y'all had and the things that they said. And it'll take the attention off of your accomplishment. It'll take the attention away from your accomplishment, because the argument is going to be so strong, so petty, so minute, that it's going to irritate the fuck out of you, and then it's going to take your attention off of what you're supposed to be celebrating and what you're supposed to be focusing on. If you're handsome or if you're beautiful, the narcissist will literally say things like, oh, well, you look all right, or I had better, or, you know, you're normally not my type, but whatever. They'll say things like that to get you to second guess your looks. And you know you're beautiful, you know you're handsome, but just because this person said it in a very convincing manner to where you believe it, now you start questioning your looks. You can be in shape, and the narcissist will say things like, don't you think you need to work on that stomach a little more? Or, you look better if you work out more. I don't think you're working out enough. Or, did that shirt used to fit you better, or did you gain weight? They'll say things to discourage your progress. They'll say things to water down your progress so that you feel self-conscious about yourself and ultimately feel like you're not doing enough. So in turn, you'll either overcompensate for that, or you'll start doing less of it, and sometimes even stop altogether. So now you're not working out, because in your mind, you're like, well, it's not working anyway, so let me go ahead and stop. So now you done stopped working out. Now you done stopped taking care of yourself. Now you done stopped speaking up for yourself, because they've attacked the very thing that makes you strong. Let's say, you know, you hold them accountable for things that they do. They will try anything to They will make the argument so bad that you don't want to hold them accountable anymore. They will try to emotionally abuse you so that every time you speak up, now you got to look at walking on eggshells to speak up. So now you rather not speak up. This is how they slowly cripple you. This is how they slowly devalue you. This is how you slowly turn into that shell of yourself, because everything that makes you you, they take it away from you. If you, like I say, if you're an artist or something, they'll start complaining about how much you're recording or how much you're doing X, Y, and Z. And eventually they'll complain so much about it that you get anxiety every time you do it. So now you stop doing it. Before you know it, you haven't been recording in over 6 months. You haven't performed in a year. You're scared to shoot a video. You're scared to do whatever because they've implemented fear in the things that make you strong. And this is how they slowly carve you into that individual that's subordinate to them. And it makes them comfortable because, you know, if they're insecure about something, they're going to try to take away your strength so that you're now insecure and you start operating insecurely. So now they have the upper hand, because even though they're insecure, they can mask their insecurity and, you know, use fake confidence. And then, like I said, try to attack your strengths and what makes you you, what makes you unique, what makes you stand up for yourself, what makes you an exceptional human being. Things that make you talented, because a lot of people know if you're talented, you know, of course, you're going to get a lot of attention from, you know, the same sex and the opposite sex or whatever. And they don't want to be looked at as the subordinate person in the relationship, because in turn, they feel weak and they feel powerless to whatever notoriety or popularity that your talent can give you. So they will try to implement fear in your talent so that you stop using it. That way, if you stop using it, you become less of a threat, because they can easily control you now. Because if you're not getting all that praise and you're not getting all that attention, now you're a normal person just like them, or now you're a regular person just like them, or now you're an insecure person just like them. And their job is to cripple you and make you feel like, you know, you can't function without them, or you have to function as a shell of yourself, or you can't be your full self because you don't want to trigger anything in them. And it won't start off like this, but after a while, once they figure out that they can't imitate you, or you are who you really say you are, then it becomes a problem, because they realize this is something that they actually have to deal with. Then you become a problem because they realize, oh, well, I'm not the superstar in this relationship. All attention is not on me. I'm not the person that can, you know, I'm not the only one that can keep somebody on the side, or, you know, I'm not the only one that can get their, you know, top pickings, or whatever the case is going on in their head. So that makes them insecure. They want to be the person that's the beautiful one in a relationship. They want to be the person that's successful in a relationship, because it makes them feel like they're in control, and it makes them feel like they're powerful. So they will attack your strengths. They will make you feel like you aren't who you really say you are. And time again, you have proven that you are who you say you are, because you've done the work. They haven't done the work. So what they will try to do is make you ashamed of being who you are, to fit their character, to fit their scapegoat, to fit their self-esteem. That way you're easily controlled. Because if you're easier to control, you're also easier to manipulate. And that's what they want. Somebody they can manipulate. Somebody they can control. Somebody that they don't have to rise to the occasion to. Because a lot of people ask, why do narcissists date down? A lot of people date down, quote unquote, whether it's financially, whether it's looks wise, whether it's socially or whatever. A lot of people date down so they don't have to do the work. Because if you date down and you date a motherfucker that just feel lucky to be with you, you can get away with a lot of shit. And they know this. You can get away with being dishonest. You can get away with opposite sex friends and all that crazy ass shit. They know this. So a lot of people will prefer to date down so they can be in control. A lot of people like dating people with less money than them because they feel like they can do what they want in a relationship. They feel like they can act how they want in the relationship. They feel like they can control and say what they want to say in the relationship. So a lot of people will date down, and a lot of people will take your strengths and strong points and strong characteristics, and they will water them down to fit their agenda, which is to control you and manipulate you, and also feel that insecure void in themselves around you because they don't want to feel that way. So they have to make you feel like you're not enough. And they do this by making you forget that you're talented, making you forget that you're beautiful, making you forget that you're successful, because they're downplaying it and they're acting like it doesn't exist. This is why a lot of people, not even just narcissists, but it can be friends, family, even the person you're in a relationship with, they will not celebrate you so you won't get too full of yourself, as they claim. When a secure person ain't worried about that, they're genuinely happy for your success. They won't celebrate you so you can feel like you're not worth celebrating, because after a while you might not be doing it for the oohs and ahs and the, you know, the crowd and everything like that, but at the same time everybody wants to be appreciated and everybody wants to be acknowledged for what they do to a certain extent, to some extent. So if you go through a long period of time without being celebrated, you will start forgetting that you're worth being celebrated. You will stop expecting to be celebrated. You will start operating in a timid manner. You will start moving insecurely. You will start being a shadow of yourself. And that is exactly where a narcissist wants you to be. So make sure you're doing the work. Make sure you're doing the healing. Make sure you're continuing to stand up for yourself. You need to be out of that situation. But since you're still in it, you need to stay strong and have firm boundaries. And also do not let people take your strengths away. I don't care how bad they try to convince you that you are. Do not let people take your strengths away. Do not let people not celebrate you. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the description. If you do not see the time or the hour that works for you, make sure you send me an email and we can get you scheduled. If you want to donate to the channel, the link is also down below in the description. My latest single, Love Machine, is out now on all platforms and is also out available on the channel as well. So leave me some critique and let me know what y'all think. Send it to a friend, share it, do all that good stuff. Until next time, another day, another way. And you ain't got to listen, but I know you heard me.